Jackson Podcast.
Creating, like, to me, and I know I'm talking about myself, but my perception of my music, I think that I make better music than a lot of artists, fam. A lot of I make better
Because you
music.
care, right? You feel like you writing it, you into the production. It's like when you talk about the engineering of it, you know what I mean? I can't say an artist is good or he really loves doing it if he's just patchworking. He getting the lyrics from over here, he just getting the beats, and you just putting your name on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's artwork. You know what I'm saying? To me, fam.
I feel the same way about this podcast that we doing and the conversations that me and you have been having.
Right.
It's, for me, it's not a popularity contest. I don't care if I
Right.
get 1,000,000 views. I just hope I touch one person's soul. I don't care if my music blow up and I become famous from being a rapper. I just want to touch one person's soul. Me, I try to create the best piece of art, so
Right.
it'll last the test of time.
The test
And if
of
one
time,
day
yeah.
somebody want to come and invest in my creativity or in our creativity and anything that we doing, then so be it. And I will embrace it and try to get some money from it. But I'm trying to create the best piece of art, and that don't be appreciated in comparison to what's popular. That shit interesting.
Right.
That shit crazy.
It is.
That shit crazy. Let's get you ready to get in? Now, talk to me about the Fat Joe conversation, because I seen you had a post on your channel and it was doing numbers right off top. I said, damn, they on my boy shit heavy.
Heavy, huh? Man, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Salute to everybody that watch my boy channel.
For real, for real. So me, I always try to put in. I try to fight for the culture and try to put this cancellation in play, because I feel like for us to proceed, we're gonna have to eliminate people that are polluting the culture. We're gonna have to cancel them. We're gonna have to do something to let everybody know we ain't standing for this in the culture.
Yeah.
For too long we've been pushed around. So in this video, I was just watching Fat Joe, man. I just seen it, and I didn't know about the FBA. It was my first time seeing it.
I'm gonna break that down for you too, because I heard you say that in the video. But keep going though.
That was my first time hearing Fat Joe speak about the FBA. I didn't know about it, but once he heard it, and I heard him mention that word radical, I'm a reader, fam. You get me? I like to read. I like to understand, and when he said that word, I already did research on how society tried to make our black groups, the Black Panther Party, anything that we started, they tried to turn it into make it seem like it was a radical group where they racist, they try to hurt people. And that's the first thing I thought about. So I already took it as a political play from just my research and what I've done for my culture. So that's how I took it, man, and it touched me. Just the fact that somebody would say that. And I don't know if they was radical or not.
Now,
I'm just saying, go ahead.
I'm going to tell you what the FBA is. And salute to Tariq Nasheed.
Right.
Before we get into the clip, if people don't know what the Foundational Black Americans is, Tariq Nasheed tried to create something for black people to be able to get reparations, because we will not be able to get reparations based upon identifying ourselves as black people. That's not a people. That's a color. A people is Irish people, Caucasian people, Mexican people, Spanish people, Chinese people, Japanese people, the Australians, the people from London, the French people, you know what I'm saying? Black is not a people. White is not a people. So you have to create something to identify with. Foundational Black Americans is not an organization or a group. It's a people. It's who we are as black people. The people that are foundationally from, my fault, y'all, I'm on that good butter Cabernet. Foundational Black Americans, who's originally, the black people who's originally from this place. So we can get something for our hard work, for us, the 400 years of slavery, for us creating country music, creating rock music, creating a light bulb, creating all type of shit. other races and other people say they tired of hearing us talk about what we've done and what we've created, but we're going to keep talking about what we've done and what we've created until we're compensated for it. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Hockey. We created hockey. Yeah.
Yeah, we created all sorts of shit. So listening to Fat Joe, and I like what you said too about the radical conversation, because I didn't know the definition of radical, to be honest with you, and I like to learn, and you taught me something, fam. But foundational Black Americans is a people. It's not a group or organization. And this nigga talking about, did you see their leader? Let's get into the clip.
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay, it's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't Black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say a name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean...
The FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And their shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, you know, your leader? Yo, man, you got to be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity doop wop. Yo, bro. Far as I know, we're at Yankee Stadium right now, and it's hip hop's 50th birthday. And the guy who invented it, Grandmaster Flash, my brother carried his crates. My babysitters made up the "let me hear you say ho." It's two girls, twins, used to babysit me. They made up "let me hear you say ho." So they have a big problem, these guys, right? So they're against anybody who ain't with them. So this ain't a popular message. This ain't what everybody's saying. We might be giving them too much light right here is what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
So there's a small minority to get on them Twitters and they running it up. We got a fucking Looney Tune like your man Lord Jamal, who's a fucking Looney Tune. Okay, he's a loony bin, right? We just said that the drug of choice is attention. It's this and this and that. They get a guy who, he was a legend. He's brand Nubian.
Right.
And he's the wackest nigga in the crew, to be clear. But now, this nigga might be like trying to get lit, trying to say anything. The world's flat, this, that, anything to go viral. I just told you I stopped my shit because I go too viral. I'm scared. I'm too viral.
Right. I think we in the information era. Some people just they see so many paths, they decide to pick one, and some of them ain't the most popular one. So, you know, they just. But
what I'm trying to tell you is that this opinion comes from a tribe.
Right.
It comes from a group of people that hate everybody but them.
Do we got proof that these people hate everybody?
Nah, he don't got proof at all. But it sounds political to me, fam. I ain't gonna hold you. It sounds political to me. I don't understand why he would even come out the blue and just talk about them. We didn't say nothing, because you know that documentary just came out, the hip hop
by Tariq Nasheed. Yeah.
By Tariq Nasheed. I think it came out a couple weeks ago or something like that. But whatever. I just don't see the need for him really to do that other than a political agenda.
You know, Tariq Nasheed is from California, and Fat Joe also has backed Kamala Harris also. And it could be something to do. I'm just assuming right now.
FBA, Lord Jamar said that they voted for Trump. That's what Lord Jamar said. He felt like, you know, Trump was going to give him something, and he's with them. So I could probably see how the problems is at politically, but I definitely agree with black people getting their own, saying that we started this. We were the makers of this. Like, we need that. We got to have that.
We got to identify as something other than black. Who are we as a people? Black folks won't, like, if you vote for the Democratic Party, you got to agree with it because you're always wanting something. You know what I'm saying? So we got to identify with something if we want to obtain reparations. Because if we don't identify with nothing, then we'll never get nothing. But I want to talk about like did you hear a couple of months ago when Fat Joe called Latinas coons for voting for Trump? He said they coons. He was calling his own people coons. He been blasting black people. He been blasting his own people. He just been talking a lot, and he's saying that the drug of choice is attention. And it seems like he just want to get on these platforms and just spew lies and bullshit, fam. And I used to fuck with Fat Joe because he used to have good stories to tell. You know what I'm saying, about Big Pun and him and Noriega and all of that. When Drink
He's
Champs
a storyteller.
Yeah,
He's a storyteller.
But them stories have become lies and cap and offensive shit. And I don't even blame Fat Joe for what he's saying and doing.
You blame Math Hoffa?
I blame the culture. I blame niggas for allowing this hoe ass nigga to do this shit for so long. To people featuring on his songs, black people wanting to be a part. You know what I'm saying? Just be a part of the shit he got going on. If it wasn't for all the black people that featured on songs with him, it wouldn't be no Fat Joe. Ain't nobody checking out for Fat Joe. And it would niggas and shit allowing this whole ass nigga to use the word nigga in New York.
That's what I was mad at, fam. Cause down here, you ain't never heard a Pitbull. You ain't never heard none of our Spanish artists. Who have you heard talk like that?
Broke niggas. And he calling niggas bro. He disrespecting niggas and he ain't a nigga in front of niggas. Nigga barely can walk with them knock knees and shit and talking shit. Fam, this shit crazy.
That was disrespectful, fam. I ain't like that. And you know what? Sometimes you got to get punched in your mouth. When I got punched, I was in middle school, fam. I got punched in my mouth trying to just be a badass and on the basketball court. But that was the best thing to happen to me because I had to sometimes you need to get chastised. You got to understand what's going on. Mm-hmm. Bam. And then you going to know how I got to position myself right. This is what Fat Joe needed. He needs some kind of chastising to know that it may don't have to be physical, but he needs to understand that, man, I just can't be mouthing off at a culture like this. I got to have some respect.
At the age he is, fam. At the age.
Right, because he hasn't chastised. He wasn't chastised yet. They didn't do a good job of him up there in New York of making sure. Fam, when I went to in school, we made it because of the area that we was in. We felt like this was a plantation area that our great grandmothers used to. This was a plantation camp. When we went to school and it was other ethnicities there, we let it know that we them tough ones. We the ones that sit at the table.
Yeah, y'all gotta go.
Everybody want to be like us.
Yeah, we ain't for play. Y'all gotta go over there. Y'all might have to sit cross-legged on the floor today because we ain't tolerating that. Not to take shots at New York because I love Nas. I love
New York too. Yeah.
I love the city of New York. But y'all been taking L's this year. From the migrant crisis to the migrants taking over y'all city. From Diddy on Nasty Time. From Jay-Z on Nasty Time. From y'all having this Puerto Rican ass nigga. I done called him a nigga. Fat Joe up here just being totally disrespectful to black people in totality. And I want to go back in time a little bit when Versus was popping and play this clip of what Fat Joe had to say about Vita and Lil Mo.
You're getting your ass whipped right now on TV. This is up. If you love real hip hop, make some motherfucking noise. New York, where the f*** you at? Hey yo, you had to bring Remy to save you. This is pathetic. You got all them other dusty bitches back here, John. Let's go. Hold on. Let's not go back. Hey yo, check this out. Hey yo, Crack. Just the fact that Remy had to come out to save you. Every f***ing song got a feature, John. Hold up, Crack. I didn't see nobody come. Y'all seen somebody come out here with me? Oh, them I've been either. You gotta go to the crack house to find them bitches. Hold up, but let me tell you something, Crack. I've been either. You gotta go to the crack house to find them bitches. Hold up.
Too much, man. They giving him too much, man.
He been spewing foolishness. I ain't gonna go too hard on Fat Joe. We only have to say nothing else, fam. We really don't have to say nothing else, to be honest with you. He called black women, dusty women that Ja Rule, you had to go get them girls out the crack house so they could perform on verses with you. You had to get them dusty bitchs out the crack house, nigga. That's somebody mama, fam.
For real, fam.
That's a street nigga daughter.
Right. This one, I don't know how he got away with all this, but I seen another clip where a black man said he was very light-skinned individual, and he was around a bunch of Latinos in New York. He was with Fat Joe, and Fat Joe came to him thinking that he's, Puerto Rican. He like, man, we got to get at those niggas, man, because they taking over. Like, he was pretty much trying to make all of the, Latinos come together and say, hey, man, we got to take over because they, they getting it over there. And then he come around to black people and then he's like trying to be all, cool. Like, we together, niggas, we niggas. So it's like, I can see the trickery that he was playing on the whole town. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you clear, fam. It's interesting, man. Because up there, it's a multitude of cultures. It's Latinas, it's Jamaicans, and it's just a multitude of cultures. It ain't even that many black people in New York. Like when I visit New York or Miami, it trips me out that it's not black and white people there. Like the majority. Because majority of America is black and white. But in New York and Miami, the majority of the people in those cities is not black and white. So
it's Spanish.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's Spanish, or they could be Italian, Chinese, Irish. It's just a whole multitude of people. You know what I'm saying? So I just be tripping off of that, man. But in closing, I just want to say, man, Fat Joe, you a hoe ass nigga, man, and I ain't listening to none of your music no more, fam.
He
Real
canceled
talk.
for right now, fam. If he don't put he gotta say, I'm sorry, I apologize for this. He gotta really come out for the culture, man, and let us know, like, how you feel, like, how does, make us feel that, you respect us. Until then, yeah, man, he canceled in my eyes.
I got another tape, too. What do you think about him being the executive producer for the BET Hip Hop Awards? Look at that. Black Entertainment's Hip Hop Awards.
The way he disrespecting the culture, I don't think he needs to have nothing to do with the hip hop culture if it refers to black people. You saying nigga, I don't want to hear you say nigga no more. I'm like Kendrick on that with you. We gonna put you with Drake. We don't want to hear you say nigga no more. I don't care how cool you feel you was with niggas.
Yeah.
And I don't want you a part of anything that got to do with black people because of how you speaking, bro. You get what I'm saying?
You know what's fucked up about that though, fam? At the end of the day,
yeah.
BET ain't even owned by niggas though. No more. So we don't even have power to make the decision of who we want to be in control of hip hop. I think, man, if niggas don't tighten up and unify, I say it all the time, niggas don't tighten up and unify, 20 years down the road, they gonna be saying that Eminem created hip hop.
That's crazy. Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna know. Hey, you can easily erase history, fam.
Easily. Think about rock and roll. Black folks created rock and roll. I'm from Tennessee. Black folks created country music. Black folks created, they give what's that damn liquor? Uncle Nearest created it though, but Jack Daniels.
Right.
Black folks created whiskey. But they erase history and say Jack Daniels was the creator of whiskey when Uncle Nearest was the one who helped the white man create it. They got a whole book. A history of Uncle Nearest and Jack Daniels, how Uncle Nearest taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey.
How to make it.
Yeah, but they erase history though, fam, and we can't allow Fat Joe to
keep letting people doing this. Yeah.
I just want to be a platform to be able to, if somebody look at this video 30 years down the line, to say that Kool Herc created hip hop, Grandmaster Flash created hip hop, but they was influenced by niggas in the community that never made it. They are the popular names that was the people invested in to show the world. But the people,
but it was way more people, right?
Yeah,
in the trenches,
that never made it in the community. is the creators of hip hop, and those was African Americans and Latinas and Jamaicans contributed to the culture, but they didn't create the culture. You can contribute to it, but you didn't create it, and that's all I gotta say, fam.
So what would you give them at? Would you say it would be like a 95%, 5%? Or would you say black is like 99%, 100%? And then we can't even give y'all an honorable mention. Like, what would you say, like, for somebody from another culture, you being in the hip hop game for long, what would you say would be a good number, percentage wise? Would you say
to give to Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans?
Yeah, or people from outside the culture who could create, because there's nobody else that do that. But what would you say? Like, what would you give them? You know what I mean? What credit would you give them?
0. Off top, I'm giving y'all 0%. 0. Because we got to think about the influential factor.
Right.
Nobody want to be like Fat Joe. Fat Joe dressed like niggas from the block.
Right.
Fat Joe talk like niggas from the block. Fat Joe doesn't have no influence on nobody. Busta Rhymes don't have influence. Don't nobody want to be these hoe ass niggas. They want to be what they seen from the street that we created. They want to be like us. They want to be like the black man. We create and influence everything, but we don't reap the reward from it.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Them niggas want to be like us. He got into collecting shoes and shit because he seen niggas in the street do it. You know what I'm saying? But he just had the money to do it because of the job that he had obtained.
Opportunity.
Yeah, but the culture is created through us. They want to look like us. They want to smell like us. They want to taste like us. Kim Kardashian got ass and shit because she wanted to be like the black woman. They get big lips because they want to be like the black woman. Now they getting slim and trim because the black woman is working out and in the gym. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. I done got passionate about this though, fam. But at the end of the day, fuck Fat Joe, man. And I don't even be cussing like that. Fuck that nigga, man.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, it's up with him right now, fam. I don't appreciate it. I feel like he canceled.
Yeah.
I need an apology. You know?
ASAP.
And I need some donations to black organizations. You know, the Jews to do you.
Yeah.
Bro, you see how they did Kyrie?
Yeah.
I need something like that. I need you to say, give me an apology. I need you to take some classes.
Yeah.
You need to understand this black culture. We got to reprogram you. That's how they did Kyrie, bro.
Yeah. I agree with that.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.